recording now. This is what's happening. This is what's happening now. Wow. Dom, how you feeling? Good?
Feeling good, yeah. We're all ready.
All right, let's do it. This is episode 18.
Yeah, our podcast is an adult now.
I was waiting for you to do that.
That's good. I'm glad that now you're like thinking of something and you're like, I have a feeling.
Oh my God.
If I was writing for her, this is what she would say. That's a fun game.
Oh my God, the mind meld.
Yeah.
Oh my. This is amazing.
Put the prompts out to the listeners and see if they can figure out how that sentence is going to end.
Wait. Are all the sounds? I think all the sounds are good. I think we're good. Yeah, we're doing it. We're making it happen.
Yeah.
This is friggin' awesome. This is episode 18. This is called Skillet Cookie.
Oh.
So Skillet Cookie is a super easy thing to do. All you need is like one of those really big like Lodge cast iron frying pans.
It's so easy. You just need an extremely large cast iron pan.
What?
No, bless you.
What are you talking about? Bless me, dude. Look, listen. So wait a minute.
We all want that. Of course we want that. It takes up space. Who can have all the cast iron?
Oh, man.
Dreams.
Dude, my ladybug, she hates it.
Oh.
She calls it the death pan.
God, I really...
Because it's like cast iron and it is like jet black.
And it's work.
I love it.
It tells a story. See, because I would love to get it from like a thrift store.
Oh,
but I
man.
also know that I am now like anybody's cast iron that I was to buy, I'm like continuing part of their story, you know, because you like share the seasoning. Like,
yeah, definitely. You're sharing the seasoning, and it's really fun because this is the story. This is my cast iron story. I learned how to fry bacon in a cast iron skillet thanks to my grandma.
Nice.
When I was like around somewhere between 8 and 10. And she was the first one that taught me about the low and the slow. Yes. Because bacon, as you know, you got to take it easy because when that grease... Tss,
crackle, crackle,
crackle,
crackle, crackle. Ow, 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 ow.
I got plenty of that.
Yeah.
I got plenty of that. So that is my cast iron. But the cast iron skillet cookie is you take all the cookie dough and you grease the hell out of that skillet. And you just throw it in the skillet.
That sounds great.
And it ends up looking like a pie.
And you do this you put the cast iron in the oven?
In the oven.
Okay, so not on the same time. Okay.
Cast iron is oven safe. That's why it's like mwah. And you take that big old cookie, ice cream, whipped cream, whatever you want, and that's it. And it's like super it's like maybe like an inch thick.
Okay. So you could definitely make those into sandwiches. Like cut in between, put the ice cream, and then make into ice cream sandwiches.
Wait. Are you serious? So wait, you want me to take it out, cut the whole thing in half?
Cut it in half. Like if you were doing a cake and you were putting the filling on the inside, you would, and you did it, and you didn't have like two smaller pans. You only had the one big pan. You would wait for it to cool, and then you would cut it in half, like very carefully. And then you would separate it so you could put the frosting on. You could do the same thing with these cookies, and that seems like an easier way than to make ice cream sandwiches. And then I guess you'll then just like cut them all up, freeze them, and then you have them.
What?
Yeah. I just figured this out, too, myself. Dude. This is real great. I'm really excited. Like, that is what I want.
Dude.
More. Ice cream sandwiches?
Okay.
Yeah.
So there it is.
I'm on board.
Yo,
Episode 18.
Skillet Cookie.
Wow.
This is what we are all about, and we are making it happen. And I got to tell you right now, we are feeling really good thanks to the good people at MFNY.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, thank you. This is Blueberry 2.0 multiplied by Honey Banana. Okay, this is live resin infused. It's a sativa, and it's not lying. The package is not lying. It says head high, and it says focus.
Yeah.
I feel both of those things.
Yep, I feel good.
I feel fantastic, and wow, this is really, really good. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic.
You know, we smoked this the other day.
Yes.
I went home and I cooked a lot, and then I did like other things
right
around the house. Like I was very productive longer than I would normally have been.
Really?
I was like, okay, I'll keep going. So it is very productive.
Now, you know what happened to me? After our meeting, hit that, we walked or whatever, and I was just letting the subway coast along.
Yeah.
And I'd gotten a seat, and I was just swaying. And I was just like, So it was a lot of relief, a lot of relaxation.
Yep.
So chill. And I felt like I needed that, so that was really awesome. Mm-hmm. So I felt good about that. And I'm really excited today because, wow, we are hopefully going to have a really great guest, Madison Moeller.
I love that we say, hopefully we're going to have a really
Well, you
great...
never know.
Yeah.
You never know with technology. And our track record with technology is spotty at best.
Yeah, no, we are growing.
We are growing. Yes,
Yeah.
there it is. I like
works
that.
in progress. Nobody's perfect.
That is true.
Perfection doesn't exist.
That is true. Why
Yeah.
do we strive for it then?
Right? Like, you can't succeed if you're not willing to fail and make mistakes.
Oh, okay. So we're
And every failure is a lesson to
Okay.
be learned if you are willing to apply it.
so we're on the way.
We're applying it. We're doing great.
I love that.
Yeah, no, I checked the charts. We're fine.
You check the charts.
Yeah.
The charts are looking good.
Yeah, looking great.
I love it.
Yep.
Double high five.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. So Madison Moeller, she is on the account on Instagram, Madison Talks Weed. There are underscores in between each word. And she's based out of Oklahoma.
Okay, great.
And the plant is legal in Oklahoma. So I was very curious to find out what is it like out there from cultivation to consuming. What are the laws like? What are some of the things that Oklahomans like to do, or whatever the case may be? And then, of course, her journey, her mission, and all that good stuff. And you know how we do. We deconstruct, we reconstruct. It's all good. So what I want to do is this. I want to talk to you about my experience at White Atmoss. So White Atmoss, they are based in Newburgh.
Okay.
So it was Father's Day weekend, so that's what I wanted to do with my father-in-law. After lunch, we went to White Atmoss. And it was in an old strip mall, kind of run down, but it was okay.
Yeah.
We get in.
But I kind of like a rundown strip mall. There's something charming about it. They're still holding on, and you're like, good for you.
Oh my God, I just hit the cough button.
Yes, we used the cough button.
Yes.
That's 2 episodes in a row.
Whoop, whoop. So we get in, do the ID, the whole thing, and it was an awesome experience. Really amazing experience there, and everyone was super friendly. But this was the funniest part. So we get in, and there's the menu and their cases. So you're always drawn to the cases. So then, of course, you're asking about this one. And my father-in-law, he has his own brands already. I'm super proud of that.
Nice. That
is freaking awesome. So we were going through all the brands, and there was a young lady in the back. So she'd be like, "We don't have that. That's not in anymore. We got out of that last week." And we're like, "Where is this coming from? Who is this person?" So long story short, we finally get what we wanted. And at the end, we're like, thank you. And again, thank you to the lady in the back. She never appeared. Everything was it was like a hand.
Yes.
And that was it.
She's got a great job. She set it up that way. I respect that.
What? How do you figure?
Yeah, she just doesn't want to be customer facing. She wants to be left alone. Just let her do her job. She's happy back there. She's organizing. Everything's great.
So just the hand appears.
Yeah.
And that's it.
She makes it appear without that hand.
And it's so funny if we were like browsing around because you're looking at all the pieces and this and that. So then everything would just appear.
Yeah.
And as you're asking questions, you hear the voice again. It was like the what's the phrase in sketches? Voice of God.
Oh yeah.
So that's what it. So that's what it
I wonder
was.
what she looks like.
Exactly.
No, but this is great. Let's make a folklore about her.
Exactly, dude.
The woman in the back.
Yes.
Ugh.
It's like a limerick or something. The woman in the back.
Yeah.
All she shows is her hand. When you get your stuff, you will be glad, or whatever. It's like a haiku.
I guess all of the dispensaries really do have like we'll use woman to be a unifying word.
Right.
Woman is also meant for man in this situation. So the woman in the back and the other ones, they just don't come out because you have a lot of the places have runners.
Right.
So so we never get to see the women in the back.
I know.
Yeah.
It's wild.
But actually at Mighty Lucky, you can see Dew.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
And there's like a little window.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, she's nice. She's doing her thing.
Exactly.
She looks very happy.
But this place was super awesome. And again, what I picked up for my father-in-law, it was Snoozy. And there were like 20 gummies, 5 milligrams a piece. Knock you out. Really awesome stuff. And what was really interesting was when I was feeling the package, I was like, yo, these things are big. But then my ladybug was like, don't forget, they're only 5 milligrams. It's nothing. So I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. So that's really cool. And I felt good. It was fun. It was a very chill day. And I let go my own thing about Father's Day. Because my dad passed when I was 2.
Okay.
So, like, finally being able to just be at peace with that was chill.
Nice.
So it felt really, really, really good.
Yeah, that's great.
And I just, I'm like, that's how I like it. Father's Day was very relaxed. Like, even the restaurant we went to, there were groups of fat families there and stuff. But what was really interesting was there was no rush. Because usually you got to cycle people out for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
The flowers, the cards, the whole thing. And it was just like, we're just eating. We're just relaxed.
Father's Day is more chill, I think, on the eating.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's less pressure to get the reservation.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Oh, yes. That is true, because we walked in. I just said table for 3. And they're like, yeah, right this way. In or out. I was like, what? This is amazing.
Wow, I got a choice of inside or
I was
outside.
like, what?
Okay.
I was like, this is so cool. I love this.
Yeah, because I guess most people stay home.
Right. So that was like really awesome. Or yeah, the dad ends up grilling or doing something or whatever.
Something on the grill. Dad on the grill. Because Dad just got all this new stuff for the grill because the kids don't know what to get him. Dad loves grill stuff.
Like the grill brush?
Yeah. And then like an apron, maybe a hat. And the hats get crazier because then nothing is said. And then, that's it. This is now his life. And he's like, how did I get here? I love the grill, but do I love the grill this much?
Right. Oh my God.
But it makes everybody happy. It brings people together.
Oh my God. You are hysterical.
He then comes back to his love of the grill.
Right.
And he realizes what a unifier it is. It's a place to have conversations. It's a place to get to know his children as they're going through different stages of life. I mean, it's a beautiful story. The book is called The Grill. And it's made into a movie. It was in theaters for a little bit, but it did go to streaming pretty fast.
Did.
Yeah. But that's good because people got to see it. A few nominations. Just happy to be nominated.
Just happy to be nominated?
Happy to be nominated.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You are hysterical. Oh my gosh. You are ridiculous. So what was yours like?
My Father's Day?
Yeah.
It was nice. I went out to my parents' house.
Right.
We had some fried chicken.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was good times.
That's what it's all about.
Some ice cream cake.
Ice cream cake.
Yeah. And I got some laundry done.
Nice.
That was also really great.
Oh my goodness, that is awesome.
Yeah.
So, listen, what I want to do is this.
Okay.
I want to take a quick smoke break.
Okay, that's fair.
We'll take a quick smoke break, and let's see if we can get Madison on the line and make this happen.
Nice.
So we'll be right back, y'all.
Come back.
Later. All right, so what we're going to do is she was trying Riverside, and it just wasn't working for her. So I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I used Riverside.
And if they jump in, they jump in.
And then we just go from there.
And we
All
just
right,
go
we're
from
rolling.
there. Thank you, Dom. I appreciate you. And we are back with episode 18 of the Bake Sale Session Podcast. This is Skillet Cookies, and we are talking to the lovely and illustrious Meghan O'Malley. What is going on with you?
We are also talking to Adrian Ashby. What are we doing?
Oh my God, we're just living life, surviving in this crazy city, in this crazy world, and we are making it happen the best way we know how.
Yeah.
Thanks to the plant.
Yeah.
That is what's been keeping us going. That is what's been keeping us thriving and not just surviving. I'm digging it. And
yeah.
I'm super happy that you had finished Just Say Yes, a marijuana memoir by Catherine Hiller.
I did.
That is awesome. So tell the listeners, what did you think of this book?
It was great.
Oh my God.
It's because it's her experience, it's
right.
And it also, her fears are things that people don't have now.
Right.
Because it wasn't legal at the time. So
True.
It's like a lot of it all makes sense. It's like, oh wow, those are like some ideals that would be set in like an older generation.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like watching like the, people getting more comfortable.
Gotcha.
Not worried about having to look around.
Not worried to have to look around,
Yeah.
sneak around.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
Yeah. Now we're just all like, okay.
We're just out there, out and proud.
Yeah.
Doing it.
But we also are in New York doing that.
That is very true.
And I guess I'm not going into suburbs. Respectfully. In the city, you can do it.
Respectfully?
Yeah.
Well, we just had Mrs. Incredible Edible talking about the town that she's in and all the issues she's having trying to get that license or that permit to just process.
Yeah.
Not to process. Like, that is insane.
Yeah.
That's wild to me.
Yeah. So even though it's like in the state,
right, there's
not
still
everywhere
can opt out or whatever the case may be and do what they, want to do.
Yeah. Like in some of those towns, people will be like, chase you out. They'll like come out of the house and be like, you can't smoke right there. Are children. There are children around here.
The children.
Yeah. Did you know that there are children? It's like, okay, just tell me you don't want me to smoke. Like,
now, no, you know what? No. I gotta go somewhere with this now.
Yeah.
Because hold on a minute. You're an elder millennial and I'm Gen X.
Yeah.
We both know what we've dealt with in our lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
Cigarette smoke. Come on now.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
The whole argument of like the children, it's hysterical.
Yes.
It's like, do you know how much they're exposed to? Like, this isn't the problem.
No. I have been inhaling cigarette smoke probably since when? Birth, maybe?
Yeah.
And the same for you? Don't you remember fast food restaurants had ashtrays?
We sat in the no smoking section. But there was a no smoking section. That's the other thing.
Dude, that is like not doing anything for you, dude.
There's no ashtray on the table.
So that's the deterrent?
That's my way of saying I don't remember the ashtrays on the tables.
Right.
Because we always sat in the non-smoking. Because my mom had asthma.
Right. Your mom had asthma?
Yeah.
Oh,
but she got it like later.
Right.
But I guess, yeah, her like that point she didn't know. Now it all makes sense. It's like, oh, yeah, you've had asthma for a very long time.
Oh, that stinks, dude.
Yeah. But that was the cigarette smoke.
But like cars had ashtrays.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I was like, how do you even like dump this out?
Yeah. And then it was just like a useful like drawer.
Yes.
You can put your change in it.
Or
cars
your
don't
gum
have
wrappers.
them anymore. Yeah. They don't have those little jars.
Yo, you know what I remember the best was the ashtray that you would like pull out from the front from the seat back.
Yeah.
I was like, this is pure class. I was like, this is something. But then it gets like rusty and it's like then it's not pure class.
No.
It is just ass.
Yeah. And if it actually is used.
Right.
Like there's that smell.
Oh yeah, that smell
there.
always stays.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot about that smell.
Oh my God, that smell was just ugh. But the no smoking section was always a joke to me because you're never avoiding any of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's performative.
Exactly.
And so it's like, okay, if this makes you feel better, sitting in the no smoking section, still knowing that you're going to get smoke, but I guess you're going to have less smoke.
Right.
At least you just don't have it being blown on you.
That is true.
You know, so it's like, yes, I'm still exposed to it, but it's not in my face.
Now, I'll tell you, I've had some interactions with some folks while I've partaken on the city streets.
Yeah, okay.
And, you know, depending on the wind or whatever the case may be, I'll turn to my left, right, or whatever. I'm so sorry. Please excuse me. And they're like, that's so nice. Oh, you're so good. No worries at all. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, it's just acknowledging.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And also, whenever there's, like, the kiddos around, just, like, put it out of sight.
Yeah,
you know,
put it to your side.
Put it to the side.
Like, just don't have it on the side that the kid's gonna walk past.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, it's just being respectful of everybody and.
But yet, you know, all that cigarettes, it was just like.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, menthol. Those are Marlboro Reds.
Ooh, I love minty.
Ooh, minty. Oh my goodness, cigarettes. Blech.
Yeah.
When I knew it was bad for me, I had trouble going up the subway steps.
Okay.
And I was like, this is a direct correlation. I don't like this. I'm done with it. Done. You know what I mean? And I was like, never again. And then I looked in my wallet, too. That helped.
Yeah. You know, cigarettes were fun in a place and time.
Right.
It was more like the early 2000s.
Right.
Was like the end of it.
Yes.
You know? But who didn't love those nights of like staying up until like 4 or 6 o'clock in the morning with your friends? Like you guys you smoked a pack of cigarettes together. All your mouths are so like dry and it's just like you can't even see straight. Like it's just like, but you're like in a yard, like while it's just like those are the moments where you're like, fucking smoking, yes. But then after that, then you're just like, oh, no, I can't.
Oh, no.
But it's a time and a place. It's not forever.
No.
Like, but now I don't want it.
Oh,
I'm
no.
good.
You just brought something back to me. Thank you, Megan.
A really fun time?
Yes. It was just last week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Megan.
Wow.
Thank you, MFNY.
Well, that's good.
So,
We're getting really good with the memory.
Yes.
You brought it back to me last week.
Yeah. This was the day of the meeting.
Okay.
So the day of the meeting, I get off at the subway stop. I'm coming up the escalator. And I smell this thing. I'm like, it smells like Parliament. It smells like, you know, Camels or Marlboro. And yes, sure as shit, there was a guy on his break puffing away on his lung dart. But this was the kicker. He was smoking his cigarette while wearing a latex glove.
Stop.
Yes. So as I'm going up the escalator,
I wonder what his job is.
I think it was security because he had the blazer and the sweater vest on.
So he's protecting his hands because he doesn't want it to smell. That's like, and he probably doesn't want to get busted. His wife is probably like, I told you to stop smoking.
That's what I thought of too.
Yeah, because that's the hands is where you can't hide it.
Yes.
It's under your nails at this point.
Oh my God. So wait, I'm coming up the escalator and I'm smelling it. I'm like, oh God. And he's puffing away and I turn, he turns, we lock eyes. I'm like, ugh. And I'm like, I look at the glove. I'm like, and I figured he can't let his wife know.
Yeah.
And I immediately went to where? Kath and Kim. Because Kath Day Night, when she would smoke her cigarettes, she had the dish glove.
Yes.
To hold the cigarette.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm glad I'm not smoking cigarettes anymore, but if I was, that would be a route that would probably go down. Smart.
So that was what I saw, and I was like, I gotta remember this. I gotta store this. I was like, I got to store this.
Oh, man.
And what was funny was I went to the meeting stone cold.
Yeah.
So I was, obviously You want to make sure everything goes the way it should.
Yeah.
I think it did.
Yeah.
I think it did.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to store this in my memory bank because I know this is going to come up and serve the purpose.
I love those stories. No, I love it's like when something like sets you off and you're like, wait a minute. Did I tell you all about this thing that happened? God, I love those stories. And everyone's like, why are you so excited about it? You're like, you're gonna
freaking love this.
You're gonna love this story.
Dude, like you gotta have all of those.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like a life well lived is a life lived with tons of stories.
Yeah. Story for everything.
Oh my God.
So many stories.
Dude.
Everything is interesting.
And all the materials in the city.
Yeah.
Like every day something, whatever, happens. So there was that with the meeting, and that was really, really fun. And I was like, wow, you got to be kidding me. The smoking of the cigarettes.
I think cigarettes, somebody was saying, or maybe I saw this on social media, so, take it with a grain of salt. But somebody was saying that, like, cigarettes are coming back. But I'm like, I just think that it's the 20-year-olds are still smoking cigarettes. Like, we're, like, it's not like making a comeback. We're just older, and we're now not smoking.
Right.
Do you agree?
I totally agree.
Right. It like never really went away. It's just that you grow out of it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And
or it's your thing.
Yes. And I also think that looking inside your wallet helps because isn't a pack like, what, $20 or something like that?
Yeah, I don't even know. I remember, God, I haven't smoked. At the end of this month, it'll be 4.5 years since I smoked.
Congratulations.
Also, that'll be same amount of time for no drinking.
I love that.
Those two. So funny. I stopped drinking and I never want a cigarette ever again. How easy.
Wow.
But there was a place by the bar I was working at.
Right.
That you could get like $10 but cash.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was on the cigarette black market.
I love that.
And that's when it's maybe time to stop.
Well, wait, were you buying Lucy's?
Sometimes.
Oh, well, you went past the point of no return.
Yeah. That was when I was trying to be like, I won't smoke. But that was a while ago. And then you're just like, no, let me go get a Lucy. No, but that's only certain parts of the city.
Yes, that is true. Yeah. We're not dry snitching on anybody. No.
I ain't telling you what part of the city.
That's right. We're not about that life. Oh no. We are not about that. But wait a minute.
I do love a Lucy. I love that. Also, I love the idea of like a Lucy egg, like when the eggs prices were soaring, and but on the news here, they were just saying that they were selling Lucy eggs, and you're just like,
yes, they were.
You're like, thank you for that. This is wonderful.
We are the most serious, unserious city of all time.
We're gonna say it, and if you don't understand it, you can't explain it. Okay.
Yo.
Yeah.
Like something happens all the time.
All the time.
And nothing really. It's not going to phase you. It's just a grievance.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Is everybody okay? Okay. We're all okay. Keep
all right,
moving.
fine.
Yeah, great.
And we're going to gripe about it.
Yeah.
But, so anyway, after the subway and seeing that security guard, I'm like, I need to make sure that I stop in before, because I had enough time. I really had enough time between the subway and the actual time of the meeting to take care of some business in where? Nicklz. That is on 8th Avenue, and I believe it's like 48th or 47th and 8th.
Okay, great.
Really fun spot. Super cool people that work there.
Stop at Nicklz. Go see a Broadway show.
Yeah. Oh, Nicklz. Nicklz.
Ah.
So, but what I really was so happy to do was recycle my Fernway cartridges. So I recycled them,
Great.
But then I ended up getting a discount.
For recycling?
Yes. And then I
love when stores do that.
Oh, so good, but there's more. I got a Fernway stylus. So it's their own like battery for cartridges or whatever.
Great.
And it comes with a pen cap. So it looks like you're holding a pen.
Oh, how
It's got
fun.
the USB and the whole deal.
Okay.
Sleek. I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then that's where I picked up the MFNY.
Nice.
And then I got Fernway Elderberry. So, so smooth.
Nice.
So delectable. So delightful. And so relaxing.
Excellent.
So it was a good day. Then we had our meeting. Then we had some more MFNY. And I was chilling.
I want to go back, though, a sec, because I loved what you were saying that you recycled the cartridge. Do all dispensaries recycle the cartridges?
Well, it's the only brand that recycles cartridges is Fernway. So
Okay.
they're very deliberate. They have the box for their stuff. But then there's some, then there was one, when I went, I think it was when it went yesterday, White Atmoss, I think they had a bin with all kinds of cartridges inside.
Okay.
So I guess it depends on the dispensary. But
Okay.
they definitely are at the forefront of recycling those cartridges. So
Well, that's a fun thing for all the people that vape.
Yes.
To like check out. Let's be more conscious.
Exactly. And you know what's funny? Speaking of recycling,
Love
we met
recycling.
who did we meet at the other magazine launch? It was Weed Cyclers, where they take the packaging
Oh, yeah.
and they recycle it, repurpose it, and all that good stuff. I really have to. We really got to sit down with them.
Yeah.
Because I want to.
They had some really cool stuff.
Yes, and I want to learn about their story and all that good stuff too.
Yeah.
So, did the meeting, went to MFNY, and then later that day, all I did was just coast.
Yes.
And it was just so
Yeah.
so relaxing. And I was just feeling the vibes.
Yeah. Normally, I would have walked longer
Right?
to hop on the train to go home, but then I remembered, I was like, no, you got to go food shopping.
Dude.
So you got to get on the train. But it was like I floated, though. I was like on the train, and then I just floated to my stop, and then I got the food. I was like, okay, good. And then I went home, and I cooked, and I was
Right.
like, okay, great. Then I forget what else I did. It's just, I just did a lot.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It
What?
was very productive.
Now, how do you feel when you're productive after consuming?
Not really like exhausted. It's just like you're like, okay, that was great.
Do you
Like,
feel like I accomplished, like, oh, yeah.
Well, it's nice to know that the plant doesn't derail you. You know, maybe sometimes I feel like maybe I overcompensate and I try to get more done.
Right?
So people can't be like, stoners are lazy.
Uh-huh.
Except for O'Malley.
Hey!
Yeah, right? Like, so I'd like to be an example of being a very productive stoner.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? You want to be a good example of being a productive stoner.
But to myself, I
To
don't
yourself.
need to be an example to everybody else. You know, I'm showing myself, right? Shouldn't we be showing ourselves what we should be doing,
We should.
right? We don't need to get inspo. Right?
No, you don't need inspo? What?
You get inspo, but also then do the work yourself. That's a message for the kids.
That's the message?
Yeah,
Do the work for yourself?
yeah. You can look like at what other people are doing and then be like, oh, that's really cool. Oh, that inspires me. But then go do your own thing.
So don't let it be like that comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
You can't compare.
can't compare.
You can't.
Oh, dude, that's something I had to let go.
Yeah. That's a hard one.
It is. And these devices don't help either.
No.
Because you're curating your own.
And then it takes a while to realize that everybody is
Curating.
because you have to remember, okay, so what am I doing? Oh, right. If you look at my page, this
Mm-hmm.
will be representation of who I am. If you are like just trying to check out.
Right.
Boop, 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 boop. Lost my thought.
You lost your thought. Oh, my goodness. MFNY, thank you so much. Blueberry 2.0 by Honey Banana.
You know, it's like when the steam is letting out, you just feel it. You're like, well, this car is pulling over to the side for a moment.
You tried to Frank the Tank it.
Yeah, and then I was like, no, that's me putting my ego to the side and leading with my inner child.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How did you just do that?
Yeah, because I was able to go, you know what? I lost my train of thought instead of then continuing and making something up. Right?
I like that, Megan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Why derail all of us when we can stay on the path?
On the path.
Yeah.
Now the path is to where?
Wherever we're going.
Oh my God. You are so ridiculous. Now, you know what? I got to segue into something again. And
Great.
this is movie time now.
Ooh, I like
Okay?
movie time.
This is movie time. And I tried to watch this again.
Oh, okay.
Smiley Face.
No.
I don't think I figured out why I can't watch it.
Is this called Smile? Or
No,
it's called Smiley Face?
It's called Smiley Face.
And it's a horror.
No.
No, it's not.
It's a stoner movie with Anna Faris.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen this movie.
So it's Anna Faris, and she's living with.
In my mind, this was a murder.
No,
It was somebody was killing people, and then they had a knife, and then they were making smiley faces.
No.
It's horrible. It's so bad.
Dude,
it
no.
scares me.
If there's one thing you want to...
So it's not that movie.
If there's one thing you will learn about me, and everybody, all my people in my circle know, I watch a horror movie, I got my finger over the mute button, like hovering.
Yeah.
Over the mute button.
Yeah.
And then I got...
Nope. I don't want to do it.
I got my hands like over my face.
Yeah.
And I learned a new trick too, especially with like cable, like go to the menu so that the picture gets small so that you don't really see everything.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm like horror because I don't like the sounds of the bones cracking and all that. No, I don't like any of that stuff. But I got to be in the mood. But anyway, so Smiley Face is Anna Faris, big stoner, living with, I think, Danny Masterson. Yes. Yes. This is pre all of that. But what was funny about that, the character was a creepy weirdo into sci-fi cosplay or something. Okay. So, and he really dove into it too. So you're kind of watching like, ugh. So you got to get past that too. Then... So they're roommates, and she owed her dealer money, and she was trying to figure out how to do it, and she was a failed actress or whatever, and long story short, she forgot to pay him, and then she was hungry because she smoked. So there were cupcakes in the fridge. Don't touch, don't eat, this, that, and the other. She's hungry. She's got the munchies. She eats all of them.
She's going to eat them.
All of them.
All
but
of them.
Here's
That's
the
selfish.
twist. Here's the twist.
You still won.
This is the whole twist now.
Oh, no.
They were all infused.
Yeah.
So she ate a dozen infused cupcakes, and now she's through the roof.
She ate a dozen cupcakes?
Yes.
No, that's a cake. That's a full cake.
Yeah. So she ate the whole thing, and now she's like, oh, my God, I got to help him. I got to, like, replace it. And so she's, like, trying to replace it, but everything she's doing is totally failing.
Yeah.
Totally, because she's forgetting stuff. She's doing like a million things at once. She's not focusing, and she keeps on going throughout the day that way. And then somehow everything is like resolved.
I want to watch this movie now.
I
gotta watch this movie because I'm like, wait a minute.
Like I tried.
There's no way she'd be able to do anything.
She went to an audition,
No.
and Jane Lynch was the casting director.
Well, that's a nice treat.
Wait, that was.
Jane Lynch also. Jane Lynch can be like, she's like a Julianne Moore in my mind.
Yes.
Like it could be a bad movie or like show or whatever, and then Jane Lynch shows up, and you're like, oh, a moment of revival.
And then Jim Rash was her assistant. So there were folks in there. Danny Masterson's best friend was Andy from The Office.
Okay, so they have a great
Ed
Helms.
But it was
yeah.
But you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, Ed Helms.
No, not Ed Helms, the other guy. The one not Andy.
John Krasinski?
Yes, that's the one, Dom. Yay!
Thank you.
Yes.
I was going to stare at him until he gave me more information. So that was really good that you hopped in.
Voice of God right there. That was a
John Krasinski.
Go
see him
move.
in Angry Alan. I'm so angry. No, I hear it's really well. He's getting great. He's getting really good reviews.
Dude. And I just couldn't get through the movie because she was so like unproductive.
I gotta watch this.
Oh, and it was to me, it was because I don't want to be like that. Like forgetting stuff or like burning stuff on the stove or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh.
But if you ate a whole cake,
yeah,
I'd be
I would just lay down.
You wouldn't be able to move.
I would just lay down.
No. And now I need to know how many grams. See, now we know too much. See, the thing is that when that movie came out, they could get away with it.
Right.
Because people didn't have the knowledge and the numbers.
Yes.
Now we are educating everybody and we're ruining movies from the past.
Yeah, because Mrs. Incredible Edible said what? You take what is it, like an ounce, and whatever that oil is, then you evenly distribute it through all the pieces.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah, knowledge.
Yeah.
Dude, so that was my deal with that movie. And that's I say it all the time. Be productive out of spite.
Yeah. I love spite.
I do too.
Spite's great.
It is.
It's a moving force.
So moving.
It does inspire you because somebody said that you can't do something, and it's like
Ooh.
I am gonna do this in spite of you.
Ooh,
right? Yeah,
in your face.
yeah,
And it's gonna be done right.
Yeah,
and done well, and it's gonna be well received.
My success will make you so angry.
Ooh, that is my joy.
Yeah,
but I usually, and because I'm West Indian, it's always like, oh yeah. And then it's like, let's go. Let's rock.
Let's fucking do this.
Like Al Bundy, let's rock. And I'm ready to roll. So I got to be like.
Nice Al Bundy reference.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It was my grandma's favorite show.
I love that show. I pretty much grew up listening to it as if it was a radio show.
What?
Yeah, because remember, I'm born in 84.
Right.
So I was in bed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
When Married with Children came on.
That was 9 o'clock.
Except my room was right down the hallway from the living room.
Uh-huh.
And my dad was deaf from flying helicopters for years, you know?
Right.
So that TV was really loud. So I listened to it.
Oh, my God.
Right? And then later in life when I got to actually see it, I'm like, this is what everyone looks like. Okay, cool.
You were like Ralphie in A Christmas Story listening to freaking Married with Children.
Yeah. Some people have lullabies. I was put to sleep by Married with Children.
Wait, you know how I used to go to sleep? Oh, this is good. So, like I said, my dad passed or whatever, so my mom and grandma raised me. So I would share the room with my grandma. And she would have WCBS-FM 101.1 at night, where it was like all that yacht rock.
Yeah.
And I was falling asleep to like Minnie Riperton and Christopher Cross.
Yes.
And the Doobie Brothers. And I'm like, this is why. This is the full circle right here.
Yes. Some Christopher Cross.
I'm like, I used to be listening to that all the time. But then you contrast that with the morning. I was listening to the Z Morning Zoo before school.
Yeah.
Because then that's when I was a little asshole in school, so.
Well, we loved the zoo.
Oh, of course. The zoo?
Come on.
I know you love the zoo.
Yeah.
We're going to get you your board. Your dream will come true.
No, one day.
One day. I think
we can't force it. We can't force it.
We just have to let it happen and let it come to us.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to deliver.
No. Don't put pressure on yourself.
No?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Megan, I'm not going to put pressure on myself. We're just going to let it happen.
Yeah.
Let it flow. Yeah. Come to us.
And then one day I'll press a button
and
it'll
be
be the sound of a cow. Why did we give her buttons? Why not?
Oh, no. You're going to be so ridiculous with the buttons, too. Are you going to use phrases, too, like, oh, yeah? Or, like, you're going to do anything like that?
I probably like to stay away from those.
Uh-huh.
If it seems a little demeaning, probably I'll be like, let's get out. I'm more about the animal sounds.
So that's your thing.
Yeah, but I could do, like, we'll figure it out.
Okay. There's going to be no toilet, no farts.
No farts. I can't.
You can't promise?
I do like the sound of toilet, though.
You can't promise?
No farts, though.
Okay.
I just don't like farts.
So you never really liked Blazing Saddles?
It's been a very long time. I
The
have to
the
revisit.
the fart scene with the cowboys.
I'm gonna have to revisit. I mean, I lived in a house with
dudes.
yeah, and they fart. And as like a 5-year-old, I was just like, that is it.
You were in the blast zone.
I made, like, my mom wasn't saying anything. I was like, you're okay with this? You're okay with everybody farting at the table while we're eating dinner? And she's like, I can't do anything about it. And I'm like, that's it. No more farting at the table. My dad's like, sometimes I have to fart. I was like, you don't have to lift your butt up when you do it. I'm 5. And my brothers were like, wait a minute. You're making the rules around here? I'm like, yes, this is disgusting. I'm trying to enjoy my food.
Oh, man, you were that girl. You were that sitcom girl with the 2 pigtails. You were doing it.
Yeah.
That was you.
Taking control.
You were taking control of the house.
Except it wasn't pigtailed, but it was a side ponytail that was like
oh, no.
right on. No, it was so cute. Come on.
You had the side. That's villain stuff.
No.
No.
It was over here. That was because when I was learning to pull my hair back and do it, that's as far as I could go. I couldn't go back yet.
Oh, okay.
So it was only because that's his.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you know what
It was a learning curve.
that little side thing. That's villain stuff, right there.
No, that's a specific. Yeah, like that's like in the middle, and very high. This one was more. Mine was more probably like on par, like with my eyes. You know, like.
Aaliyah?
Yeah. No, it was just. Maybe. Yeah, maybe it was more Aaliyah.
Rest in power.
Yes. R.I.P.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Taking charge.
Yeah.
So you've been taking charge since...
No farting at the table. What is this? And still to this day, if they do it, they like look at me and I'm like...
To this day!
Yeah. If anyone farts at the table when I'm around, I know I'm going to lose it. No, some of my friends I don't think know this about me.
Well, now they do.
Yeah. And if they don't, now I know they don't listen to the podcast.
Wait, is that the quiz? Do you know what Megan's #1 pet peeve is since the age of 5?
Farting at the table. When people are eating. But also, like, you got to fart. Sometimes you just got to fart. Right. I get it. But if you're like... If being so performative about it, we all don't have to be involved with your fart. Like, why is your fart now taking center stage? Like, nobody didn't have... It's like burping. You can burp around other people without being, like, obnoxious about it.
This reminds me... I think I told you this before.
Etiquette. It's etiquette for idiots.
I think I told you this before, and this is how we're going to close, Dom. So, like, I don't know, at least 15, maybe 20 years ago, on the way to work, and it was that old E-train, the tin can, with the benches and whatever.
Classic.
So I'm standing. It was packed, and I'm standing by the front back door or whatever, and it's packed. And somebody crop dusts and lets one rip. Yeah. And everyone is just like, everyone's nose is like curled up. And it's like, it was very specific. It was like a deli sandwich. Yeah. And I had the wherewithal, as we were going express, I pulled that door open and the everything just got sucked right out.
Yes.
And then I shut the door. And then a couple people gave me the nod of approval. I was like, I won today.
Yeah.
I won
You're the hero of the MTA. This is the deleted scene from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, actually. It's when you can actually taste what the person ate through the farts. It didn't go over well.
It didn't go over well.
They tried it in focus groups, and it ruined the movie. Once they took it out, everyone was like, "Oh, this is a masterpiece."
So when I saw Step Brothers and that scene with Seth Rogen, I totally understood. Yeah. I totally understood. Now, so we are now at the end of episode 18, Skillet Cookies. Unfortunately, Madison Talks Weed could not get through because of technical difficulties.
So it is funny that you said hopefully at the beginning.
See? There it is. And what did we do? We just went with it.
We did. We flowed.
We flowed. So now we are going to flow right back out of here.
Yeah.
Until the next time.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Yo, you are so awesome. Thank you so much.
No, but I mean it.